Quite often, permanent makeup newbies get confused with terms like needle length, stroke length, and cam. Often I see on different permanent makeup forums that people ask what needle length have someone used to achieve a certain effect in their permanent makeup work. So let me explain first about the needle length. So, the length of the needle can be adjusted on your permanent makeup device. It is basically how far out your needle sticks out from the tip of the cartridge. If your needle length is too long, you will not get any pigment flowing down to the skin. On the other hand, if your needle length is too short, you may be getting too much of pigment going down, which will create pooling, and you will not see the treated area well because of the ink being everywhere. So the best length of your needle is the one where you are getting good pigment flow without causing too much pooling. Length will vary depending on several factors, such as the brand of the needle cartridge, brand of your permanent makeup device, and also depends on the pigment that you are using. For example, if you are working with liquid pigment, your needle length will have to be longer to avoid too much pooling. If you are working with creamy pigment, you will need to make your needle length shorter. If your needle cartridge has wide nozzle, the needle length will have to be longer because wider cartridge nozzle will allow more ink flowing down. If your needle cartridge has longer narrow nozzle, then your needle length will have to be shorter. Coming back to the question of what needle length was used for particular treatment. This question is quite useless, to be honest with you, because unless you are using exactly the same machine, exactly the same needle cartridge, and exactly the same ink, then this question is not relevant, because needle length varies. Now, let's talk about stroke length, which is also called cam. This is a setting inside your machine, and with most machines, this cannot be adjusted. There are some machines, however, which have adjustable stroke length, but most of the machines do not have this setting. So the stroke length is how far the needle goes inside the cartridge before it goes back to hit the skin. For example, if your machine has a stroke length of 2 mm, it means that the needle will be pulled inside the cartridge 2 mm before going back down to hit the skin. Shorter cam device will hit the skin softer, while longer cam device will hit the skin harder. Think about using a hammer. When hammering a nail, pulling the hammer back further before striking provides more force to drive the nail into the wood. In the same way, a higher cam in a tattoo machine allows for more distance for the needle to travel, delivering a stronger impact to penetrate the skin. So short stroke device will be more suitable for delicate, thin, and mature skin, while long stroke device will be more suitable for thick skin. There is no right or wrong when choosing the stroke length for your machine because every artist works differently. For example, an artist who has a very heavy hand will be better off with short stroke machine because this way the machine will work better for them. On the contrary, an artist with a very light hand can do much better with a longer stroke machine because the machine will help the artist to implant the pigment into the skin without the artist having to apply too much pressure on the needle.